Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Give me radar. 11, 22.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the 50, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Stafford on third down. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first. Stafford going to come up first and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Now a carry for Blount. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he dumps it off to Blount. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. On. Go. Just run. They're running. That's it, baby.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the run, it's Zenner. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
10.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds